Hey lovies, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Aries Only, where I channel messages for Aries only. Today we're doing a reading to see what your next or current relationship will be like. We're going to be taking a deep dive into that. I am going to provide timestamps, so if you feel like I'm rambling too long, or if you just want to skip to the next section or skip the shuffle or whatever it is, please use the provided timestamps in the pinned comments or the description box. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, what is Aries? Oh. Next or current relationship. What is the vibe of Aries? Next or current relationship, Spirit. What is the overall vibe of Aries' next or current relationship? What is the vibe of Aries' next or current relationship? Oh, okay. There's too many. Oh, okay. Excuse me. What is the vibe of Aries' next or current relationship? Okay. We have the stone. Okay. What is the spiritual purpose of Aries' next or current relationship? We have fate, okay? With the explorer. And what will your person's role be, Aries? What will your person's role be in this connection? What will your person's role be in this connection? Oh, all right, I just want to get one. I'm so sorry. That just came out like that. It was the camel. So let's just see. What will Aries person's role be in their connection with them, please, Spirit? Okay, we have the octopus. And what about your role, Aries? What are you bringing to the table here? We have the raccoon. Okay. How is the Aries person going to feel about them? What are their true feelings? We have Libra, consideration, fairness, and harmony. Okay. And what are your true feelings? We have Cancer, nurture, comfort, and protection. Okay. And with the fixed energy on the bottom of the deck. Let's see, what else do we want to get? No, I don't think I want to get this yet. I might do that later. Sorry. I'm like kind of like thinking, coming up with this as I go. I think I'm just going to get one tarot card for each of you to further clarify. I'm going to say, what is your biggest issue each gonna be? What is gonna be the biggest issue for your person, Aries? What is gonna be their biggest setback, their biggest... All right, we have the Two of Cups. Interesting, coming through is like a defect. Okay. Oh, I just realized that's not you, I'm sorry. For a second, I'm gonna go for you, Aries. What is gonna be your biggest defect or shadow or insecurity? All right. Just going to be the biggest? Okay, the World. Or, I'm sorry, I don't know why I said the World. It's the Wheel of Fortune. But, okay, the Wheel of Fortune. All right. With the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, I am also going to get, tell me more about Aries person's overall feelings. We have fan, romance, celebration, party. Okay. I might put that like there. And what about you guys, Aries? What's your overall feelings? Bird flying, news is on the way. That's really interesting because I just have to tell you about a couple of things. First of all, I was hearing the song Free Bird when I was shuffling the cards for this. I feel like that could be something. Oh, I'm getting this. Okay. Hi, we're back. Sorry. So yeah, I was hearing the song Free Bird, and also when I was I was like making the thumbnail for this video, and I was like, what is all about your next or current relationship? And it was so weird. I must have had like, I think it said connection was the word, and I was like editing it and I was changing it to a relationship, whatever, from one of my last readings. And so like I erased it, and then I was typing out relationship, and like, you know, like autocorrect, I was doing it on my phone, and it was coming up like cremation, and I was like, what the, I'm like, I hope that's not a sign. But I don't know, maybe this might not be a relationship that's meant to last, or there might be, I don't want to say it like that. You might feel that way. Let me say it like, I don't think your person feels like that at all. So like, you might feel that, you know that song Free Bird? If I stay here with you, girl, things just couldn't be the same. I'm as free as a bird now, and this bird you cannot change, whatever. Like, maybe you're somebody that's been on your own for a long time. Maybe you're somebody that is used to calling the shots in your own life, highly independent, very much so in control of your own life and your own fate. You don't really have to go by anybody else. You're very like stuck in your ways. You've been like that a long time. I feel like with this Wheel of Fortune, this wheel looks stuck, and I feel like that's you. Like, it's change is something that's very difficult for you. I feel like a relationship maybe is something that you want in theory, but when you're actually presented with it, there might be a sense of like feeling stuck or feeling trapped or something like that. We have this overall vibe for the relationship, and it's the stone. The stone to me is something permanent, something fixed, something, and we have this Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck as well. And it's like, I think you realize that, like, you know that this person is serious about this connection, like, and they are. I can see this from all the cards they got. Well, the octopus, I don't really know too much about that. I know an octopus is very intelligent. But again, I feel like this is somebody that kind of knows you very well and is very like in tune with you. Let's look into the octopus because I'm kind of curious about this. I feel like they are very smart, and they're coming through in a water energy, and you're coming through in an earth energy. Reaching, yearning, lacking boundaries and direction. Okay. Oh, needy, clingy. Yeah, they could be a stage 5 clinger, and you're like a free bird. So it's like you guys trying to be together. It might be a little bit complicated. We're gonna get tarot more on like the actual relationship, but right now I just want to talk about like how each of your energies could be contributing to the dynamic of the relationship moving forward. So if you're in this relationship now and you're like, oh yeah, I do kind of feel like that, or like, ooh, yeah, that makes sense, or yeah, this person is a little too much. Like, at first I was seeing, the first thing I thought when I saw this octopus was like handsy. Like, they could always be like, maybe like in your personal space, and it's like you're kind of like flying up on this high perch. Oh, flying high like a bird. Yeah, wow. Just almost like trying to like get out of their grasp or something. Maybe you're just like, all right, especially if you've been alone, or maybe you're just not into people like touching you, or maybe they're just a little too like, with like the 8 tentacles is excessive, like they're always like on you, like, and you're just like, all right, like, I feel like this could be something that is a little bit much for you and lacks boundaries. Like, maybe it's something that is going to be like a point of contention in your relationship, where you're like, you're going to need to really set a firm boundary with this person, because I feel like for them it's I'm not really getting an energy like, I'm getting an energy of like, it's cute, like they what is the problem though is the Two of Cups. It's like they could be possessive. They could like want to like wrap those tentacles around you almost, because it's like coming from a place of insecurity, or maybe that's just the way they are. They're like a person that maybe they are Libra, but like they're have one, or maybe a Leo. Just I'm thinking of like those two signs being like very much about romance and the heart and relationships and things like that. Very sexual, but I'm not necessarily getting that here yet. Although with that handiness, I think this person is very physical. I think that they see your relationship as being like, once you're together, like that's it, like it's set in stone. Like they see it as like they want to make a commitment. I don't feel like this is somebody that you're gonna have to worry like, are they into me, do they want to be with me? They're gonna make it very clear. I feel like with their communication, with the Libra energy coming through, I feel like they're going to make it very clear that they want you to be their partner. They want you to be their person. And it seems like they are a very considerate person. And let's read this octopus energy and see if we can get more about them. Reaching, yearning, lacking boundaries and direction. So maybe you kind of keep them waiting for a while and they're just trying to like get you for a little while or something. Could be that they're yearning for you. The octopus signifies a wonderfully perceptive mind paired with a lack of healthy boundaries. Unfortunately, this results in well-intended but messy relationships. Oh, how nice of them to put that in there, like for a relationship reading. Love you, Kim Kranz. The octopus entwines itself into other people's business and shares their own without restraint. They believe that's what it means to be close. If you notice after spending time with someone that you feel drained or uneasy, the essence of octopus is at play. Begin to establish healthy boundaries. Be patient and firm. It may be a very old habit to change. So I feel like it's funny because it's like you guys are mirroring each other in a way. Like you're both like stuck in some sort of pattern just based off of this. Where like you're just like resorting to your old patterns and like maybe having a tough time like changing and like evolving or something like that. The raccoon is somebody, let's just like read that quick while we have this book out, I guess. Talented, shadowy, and in hiding. Raccoon energy is at play within all artists to greater or lesser degrees. At best, it indicates talent, tenacity, and skillfulness with a particular musical instrument or creative tool. Its shadow side points to an unresolved issue around self-image and success. Sometimes using a stage name or wearing a mask works in an artist's favor. Other times, it limits creativity. Am I who my audience thinks I am? What if I am ready to grow into something more? Raccoon energy won't let us off the hook until this creative ego fear is resolved. And when in balance, generous friend, exceptional artist. When out of balance, competitive and starving artist. So I feel like this is the raccoon looks scared to me. Like the raccoon looks like almost like someone who's like made their peace with being alone, with being in the dark, being in their little hidey hole here, and it's like this octopus is coming through like come on out of there. And it's like it's almost like they're yanking you out of your comfort zone without like really giving you like the space to like come to them. Yeah, I'm getting a sense like that, but I'm also not getting that this is all like oppressive. I feel like this person is just like, oh, we're a couple now, and like maybe you're more experienced than them, and I'm getting like a very like fairy tale like idealistic view of romance from your person. And I'm getting like, especially with that whole like free bird thing, like if I stay here with you, things just couldn't be the same. Like almost feeling like this isn't going to work out. Like you have like a sense of doom. Like I'm not going to lie, like this may not be the person for you. I'm not saying like, you know, necessarily that it is or it's not, but like you are saying that it's not, like to yourself. You're keeping it stuck and not like letting it like letting the fortune or fate play out here. You're not like willing to see like what like is almost like being offered to you by the universe. You're not wanting to explore that. You're wanting to like almost curl up and reject it before you get a chance, like kind of fly away before you get too attached maybe. But it's stemming from maybe somebody like from this person uncovering something inside of you, like, oh, when you see the real me, like you won't want to stay. Even with this stone, I'm getting that like that there's like this there's this ugliness inside, not like actually like you're an ugly person inside, but like trauma or some shadowy kind of stuff where maybe this relationship is something that's going to help you work through a lot of your issues, and that's why you're like instinctively like putting an arm up to it, because you're like, oh, I don't know if I can I can face this, or I don't know if I want to even do this. It's just easier being on my own. I'm better off on my own. Like, I'm a free bird. I could fly. I have freedom. I feel like you are somebody that has had your freedom and you enjoy your freedom. But at the same time, your feelings toward this person are Cancer energy, nurture, comfort, and protection. I feel like it's almost, I don't even think that you're trying to protect yourself from hurting this person. It's like you're trying to protect, and that's kind of what free bird is about, where it's almost like it's like they're trying to explain to the person, like, no, it's going to end up hurting you in the end, and I don't want to do that. Like, it's almost like maybe because you've been on your own for so long, or if you have, like, other relationships, like, you have more experience, it's like, you know that you'll be fine. Oh, if things, like, don't work out, like, I feel like you have a very solid, fixed way of being here. We have stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability. I feel like you depend on yourself, and you're not really afraid, necessarily of things happening to you, but it's like you almost don't want to hurt this person. I feel like you feel very protective over them, even like for yourself, and like you don't want to hurt them, so it's like you'll almost like fly away before things get too involved, because it's like you don't want to like waste their time, and you're probably like, you want them to be happy or something like that, and you're like, you'll never be happy with me. But it's almost like, it's not like you've assessed this relationship and its merits. I mean, we will see what the actual objective view of the relationship is, like, moving forward, and we'll find out. But it's like, it's because of, like, some way that you feel about yourself that you're damaged, or, like, not good enough somehow, or, like, damaged goods, like, just, like, keep it moving. Like, I have too many issues, like, you don't want to deal with me. But I feel like this person is, like, onto you. I'm noticing the way that their crown chakra is really, like, lit up. Like, they're in the dark, too. It's, like, I feel like they're trying to understand you, like, they've like descended into these darker waters. Like, I feel like they're trying to like figure you out. And I feel like, when this says, the octopus energy, when in imbalance, this energy is interested, engaged, and intelligent. Like, I feel like this person is very smart, and they're very perceptive, emotionally perceptive of you. They can tell when like your moods change, when the tide is turning. And like I was saying with the Wheel of Fortune, if you have had some cycles with this person where you've like kept them waiting, or kept them at arm's length, you've kept them at bay, like, you know, maybe you're like, I'll just hook up with you, but I really can't like have a relationship with you, for whatever reason, or you're just like, oh, let's just be friends, and you won't even like take it to a sexual place. I can't really tell, but it's like, I feel like this person has probably been very persistent, very after you. And I feel like, if anything, you were the one that was like holding them back. I feel like they're like your biggest fan. They're a huge fan of yours. They really like you. They're offering romance, celebration, like fun times. Like, this is somebody that's like very open and very in touch with their emotion. They got a Cups card, they got a water energy, and then they got the Libra. So it's like, I don't feel like they're too much necessarily. I feel like their boundaries are too much, but like their lack of boundaries is like a little bit too much for you. But they're not like a sap or anything like that. So I don't know. Interesting. Let's look into this fate energy and see what it is all about. This is like basically the spiritual point of this connection. Like what is this meant to, like, I guess, help you learn or grow or whatever. So fate. This card is a reminder that you create your fate. While some lessons and experiences are inescapable, we have free will and choice within the life we are given. This does not always equal fairness, and we do not all start life from the same footing. Nonetheless, each choice we make matters. From this place, we can approach the creation of our life in an empowered way. This deck was inspired by the Norns, 3 mythical figures that rule the destiny of humans within Norse mythology. The name Norn derives from a word meaning to twine, referring to how they weave the threads of fate. Fate is seen as a malleable thing with some fixed aspects. This card's partner is the Weaver. The Weaver asks you to tend to the threads. This card asks you to get clear on the fate you are weaving. This card is big picture and all about vision. What are you working towards? What are you saying no to? When we say no, we are saying no to all the experiences that would unfold in the aftermath. Both the yes and no is powerful when we are creating our reality. I feel like this is something that could be like, you could be like, is this relationship right for me? It's like, you won't just like explore it and find out. It's like, you just like want an answer right away. You want to like shut it down before you even get to like the meaty part of the relationship, whether it's good or bad. It's like, I feel like it is coming from a place though of you like not wanting to hurt this person. So I do feel like it is coming from a good place. Should we look into the stone too? I know we're like, look, I like to like read what the book says, but I mean, obviously I already intuitively read it, but I just like to see if there's anything else in there for us. Oh, I just saw it. The eternal, the anchor, and the rock. Yeah, look at this. When light, steadfast, loyal, committed, and present. And when dark, weighted down, holding back, cold. I feel like this could be an energy. Like you could like take this dependability, this commitment that this person wants and is offering in the future, or that you're in now, and it's like you're seeing it. It's like it's a number 57, I want to say, or is it, wait, what number is it? Oh, 67. So it's number 13 of the death card. So it's like I feel like you're trying to turn this into I don't know, it's like you're seeing it and it's almost like your mood changes or something changes, and then it's like you see this a distorted perception here. I don't know. The eternal, the anchor, the rock is an archetypal object. The stone holds psychic and literal weight. Its energy is one of permanence, concreteness, and reliability. The stone's ability to transform is nearly imperceptible to us, as it changes ever so slowly over countless human lifespans. A single stone may see thousands of generations come and go. Therefore, it contains an ancient and eternal presence. The stone is best used to anchor our wild side, so no matter how far we roam, we can always find our way back. The stone tethers us to earth, helping us ground and connect to stillness, quiet, and peace. When this card appears, it is likely the stone is a remedy for what ails us. Humble and easily unnoticed, the power of the stone balances the frenzy of our world. So I am getting like almost like you could be like a very chaotic person, like emotionally maybe, but like this Wheel of Fortune always looks like chaotic to me. Like the strings, just like a knot, like it just like is not tangled. Like you could just feel like your life is maybe like a mess, or like maybe you feel like your emotions are a mess or something like that, with the Cancer energy being here. And where it's like you're very confused, like you have these sweet feelings towards your person, but you crave freedom, and you think this person maybe isn't a good match for you because like they're very like, they lack boundaries, or they want to be close all the time. It's kind of like a black cat golden retriever dynamic here, where it's like you're just like an elusive, like you're trying to like when you're walking by or like slipping by, like, ooh, don't touch me, but this person's like, ooh, I love you, like trying to grab onto you, and you're just like, oh my god, like please. Oh my god, look, I just noticed this with this fixed energy, like, whoa, like take it easy, you know what I mean? That's your energy, I feel like, towards this fixed energy. And look, we have this 9th house underneath that, and that is about freedom. That's Sagittarius. This is spiritual growth, and also Jupiter, which is that's the same thing, right? This Jupiter, I'm like asking you. Imagine you just answer me, yes. Jupiter, yeah, rules Sagittarius in the 9th house. So I feel like you could be like, you could have a lot of Sagittarius in your chart. Oh my god, this is Sagittarius. I just realized that. Yeah. So it's like there's definitely this energy of freedom. I just realized that that's Jupiter energy right there. So it's like an energy of expansion, and it's like you feel like you can't be in a relationship to expand, is something that I'm getting. And you're just like, I don't know, like you feel like you just have to be on your own, like going on your own adventures or something like that. So, all right, let's look into the actual relationship and see. Let me get some of these. One of these. What is going to be the dynamic between Aries and their person? Oh my god, look at this. Beloved. That's why I like to live shuffle, because it's like if I just like whip that out, you'd be like, yeah, okay. No, maybe not. But partnership on the bottom. Teamwork will give you a better result. Find trustworthy people to partner with. Build up a talented support team. I feel like this person really just like wants to support you, and I feel like they see you hiding and they know what you're doing. They're like, hey, get over here. Like they're trying to like love you through your issues here, or maybe they're trying to like, I don't know. I don't think it's that you think you're not good enough, but I really just think it's like you feel like your own chaotic mess is gonna like fuck up this person's life. You're like, just find somebody normal, like, or something. Like, I'm not normal. But they love you, beloved. Prepare for your life partner. Romance is returning to your relationship. Believe you are lovable. Like, it's like you feel like this person's gonna see something in you, and you'd rather just like not. Maybe it is about, maybe you're telling yourself it's about this person, but it really is about you, like deep down. It's both, maybe. I don't know. But I love this partnership energy. So this is the vibe between you. Like, this is what Spirit's saying it's going to be. So let's get tarot to go a little bit deeper here. But are these... Oh, no. Oh, that's upside down. Okay. What do we want to say? What is the strength, the biggest strength of this connection? Objectively, Spirit. What is... Oh, okay. The Queen of Pentacles. I love that. With the 8 of Wands. Oh my god, this is your person. Like, This is you like turning away, like just focusing on my work, and they're like, I'm coming to get you. Again with the 8, like the 8 tentacles, the octopus, the 8 of wands, they're like, no, like not so fast. You can run, but you can't hide. But I don't think it's in a creepy way. I feel like they really are just like, no, you're the person I want to be with. Like they know it right away, and they're not going to like make any bones about it. Like there's no bones about it. Like that's you're what they want. What about the biggest flaw or like the biggest issue? We have the Ace of Swords like going a little sideways. There could be some sort of like issue with communication, with understanding each other in a mental way. There could be a lack of like a mental connection with the Ace of Swords being here. I feel like there is 100% a very strong emotional connection. I'm getting an earthly connection. The fact that we have Pentacles coming out. Fire, I haven't seen too much fire. Oh, well, we have this energy here, but I feel like that's you wanting to be free, so I don't know if that's necessarily speaking of like the dynamic between the two of you. But we also have the 4 of Cups on the bottom of the deck, you know, almost clarifying this. And I feel like this could be both of you like reverting back to old habits or something like that. And again, even like this could be you maybe being like not accepting an offer of like something like of your life partner here, you know, which if you're like, no, this is not my life partner, then obviously there's your answer. Like, you know what I mean? If you really feel that strongly, like you've seen and you think this person isn't a good person, or you have a valid reason, like even if you don't need a valid reason, if it's valid, if that's how you feel, like in period, the end, you know what I mean? But if this is a situation I'm describing where this is somebody that you feel really has your back, really supports you, really wants to be around you, just really is there for you, and doesn't mean you can't speak about your issues and, oh, I just have to accept you like grabbing me all the time or like whatever. I feel like there's something with touch, like where they're gonna always want to be like, and you're like kind of curled up, like where maybe you have some issues where you're like you don't like to be touched. Like it could be anything. I just saw the 10 of Swords and the Knight of Swords, so you could have, I don't really want to get into any traumatic things, but there could be some trauma in the past that is like making you kind of curl up and maybe want your space more often than not, and this person wants to be together like all the time. So all right, let's look into your communication. The Emperor with the 3 of Cups in reverse. Wait, let's just go on. What is the communication between Aries and their person going to be characterized by? Ooh. What is the communication? All right, that was 2. I just want to get 1. Communication. Okay, there we go. 5 of Wands. Okay, there's that fire energy. And look with the Chariot, it's a communication issue. It's 2 fiery people here. We're not seeing eye to eye. I feel like you could have a lot of fights and arguments. Things could get really heated between you pretty quickly. Because the Chariot isn't usually somebody that is like, or isn't usually a card that I see as like, but almost like those horses look mad, like they're trying to fight, they're missing the mark, they're like missing each other's point, they're not looking into each other's eyes, they're kind of like not in alignment when they're having to talk things out somehow. Oh, what was that? The King of Wands. Okay, so like this person, like I said, could be like, well, I think I said Leo or Libra, but all right, let's see what else. What do we want to ask about? Let's ask about your sex life. What's your sex life going to be like between Aries and their person? Oh, that's too many. Oh, I saw the Empress though, so I feel like this person is going to make you very like, what is the sex life between Aries and their person going to be like? The 9 of Swords. Okay. What is the sex life between Aries and their person going to be like? Okay. 2 of Wands. Okay. Interesting. I like that. All right. What else do we want to ask? Ooh, I don't know. Communication, trust. What's the trust going to be like between you guys? We have Temperance and the Moon. What is the trust? How are you guys? How are we going to be with trust? Oh, trusting each other. What's the trust between them going to be like? Okay. Okay, I think that's what we might be fighting about here. And what was like one more that we want to talk about? What's like the emotional connection going to be like? The 6 of Wands. All right. So we do have a lot more fire here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 fire cards. So very interesting. I feel like there's, for whatever reason, And then we have the Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck for your emotional connection. I feel like there is going to be, whether you guys are going to break up a few times or there's going to be heartache from the past that's affecting this connection, making you sort of be in this raccoon energy. I feel like the emotional connection is going to, you're going to overcome some issues, I think, with the Six of Wands being here, with the Three of Swords. Very interesting. So I feel like I'm almost getting the sense that you're kind of like not giving this connection enough credit. I feel like you're, again, I'm getting the sense of you wanting to like look on to the next thing, like want to like elevate to the next thing. Maybe you think this person is like a placeholder until you find your real partner or something like that. But I think Spirit's coming through to be like, no, this is the real deal. Like, this is like, you're just like not wanting to believe. It's almost like it's a mirror. Like you don't think that you're really like probably the worthy one, so you're almost like projecting it onto this person. Like maybe you were like, oh, like this is just someone that like a placeholder kind of a vibe. Like, oh my god, like I'm a free bird, I'm gonna have to keep moving on. What's that card in the archetype deck that's like a compulsive need to keep moving on? I feel like that could be like an energy that you have, where that's all you know, change is all you know. So it's like always like an ending and a new beginning. Like you're always in that energy of like waiting for the next new beginning, something like that. Your communication, the Five of Wands, I mean, that's just showing that like there's stubbornness, there's fighting, there's walls. I'm getting like maybe the silent treatment, there's issues. I don't remember what I even asked for this card now that I did this. I said your sex life, that was here. Sex life, emotional, communication. Oh, trust with the Emperor. I feel like this is about jealousy. I don't know why I'm getting that with this Emperor energy, and control issues. Like, so maybe it's going to come through where like there's a lack of trust for whatever reason, and it comes through as control issues on, I would say, maybe this person's part. And again, that's just kind of like, oh, also this is an Aries energy though, so this really could be you too. Like this could be you being jealous and just like looking, this is you looking for an excuse to like end this connection. This is you, again, like almost trying to sabotage this in a way. And maybe you know that you do that, so that's why you're like, ugh, like it's probably better off if we just don't start to begin with, you know what I mean? Or just like why we should just like end it now, like something like that. Even though I do feel like there are some issues with communication, I almost want to clarify this with my other tarot deck and just see. What is this Five of Wands for communication? Oh my god, I just cut to the Five of Wands. I feel like you're both stubborn. You could both be fire signs with this fire energy coming through. What is, oh, the Tower. Okay. Whoa. I feel like you guys could have like some big fights. I feel like you could both be like kind of crazy. What else? The Tower, the Magician, and Temperance, and the Five of Wands on the bottom of the deck again. Like I feel like certain things are not going to make sense or fit together. Like you're going to have maybe like a lot of different life experiences. You're going to have different ways of coping. Things are going to be explosive, but I think over time it's almost like you could go through periods of like separation. These are all major arcanas too, so, or I don't even want to say it like that. I feel like, let's say it like this, like during the course of this relationship you could really need to like figure out different approach. Oh my god, I feel like you probably can't even see that. Figure out a different approach where you're gonna realize like, okay, I have to start like learning how to like maybe like regulate my emotions. Like maybe you're just like too quick to anger, or they are, or you, I honestly think you both are. And you could be almost like learning how to like, you know, find new ways to, like I was just reading about, what was I reading about? How to like regulate your emotions, and it was saying basically like when you're in that energy and like you're really angry, something I struggle with, but something you can do is like when whatever like whatever instinct or reaction like your anger is like telling you to do. Like this happened to me the other day at work where like I felt like, I don't want to deviate too much from this reading, but I remember like I got angry because I felt like I didn't get any of the good tables, and then like the hostess was like, okay, you have this table, it's just a dessert table. But it was like the end of the night, and like I just gotten a table, and I'm like, wait, what do you mean it's my table? And they're like, oh, we had to skip you to give so and so this table that was like a really good table that she got $100 tip from. And I'm just like, oh, like, so now I get a dessert table, I have extra work, now I have to run around and like make cappuccinos, and like, you know, we're trying to like clean up and do all our side work and like get all these different desserts, and like I already just had a table, it's not even my turn. Like I don't care, it's not like, what am I gonna to make like $5 or $10? Like it's not gonna even it out. Like I don't really care about it. It's just like, it's like it's a joke. It's like, you know, I felt like that person at the time, I was thinking was probably like, oh, just give it to them, say like you had to skip me or something because they didn't want to take it, like, which I don't know, maybe it was true, maybe it wasn't, but my automatic reaction was just to get in like a really bad mood, start stomping around, be a bitch to everybody. Like honestly, it was embarrassing. But this was saying basically like do the opposite. So like if you were like employing that strategy, it would be like when she said the dessert table, I'd be like, okay, and I'd be like, ooh, if this dessert table, like, you know, like I'm gonna like make their cappuccino so good, or like, and just to like be extra helpful with my coworkers, like, you know what I mean, just do the opposite so I don't have like a weird, thankfully my coworkers know I'm like emotionally unhinged, and like cut me some slack usually and let my moods pass by without like, you know, judging me too harshly. But I feel like there's something where I'm getting here where like you guys could like employ like similar strategies. Like you might need to learn emotional control, emotional regulation in order to and I feel like it's going to happen over time. What about the trust? What is this Emperor saying? We have the Seven of Cups. Okay. I feel like a lot of times like you're gonna imagine certain things with the moon. Yeah, like you're feeling, that's like very similar imagery. I feel like it's almost like your feelings and your imagination are gonna kind of like make leaps and bounds, or your person's going to, let me get one more. What is this trust with the Emperor? The Nine of Wands. This could also be like, you know, your emotional history, and again with that crescent moon here, where you're gonna feel like, I feel like you're gonna see stuff. There's gonna be certain things that this person does that is gonna like really upset you, and you're gonna and I feel like you're going to need to communicate that to them. Oh, with the Five of Wands again, yeah, competitive. I feel like you're gonna fight a lot about other people, about like, oh, like you like that person, or I saw you looking at that person, or something like that. They're going to be doing things that like affect your pride and your ego with this Aries energy here, and you're going to be like, listen, like I don't want to look stupid. You're going to get defensive. I feel like you're just going to see stuff with this deer. You're going to see them doing stuff, your ears are going to perk up. You're going to like, if they like look a little bit too hard at somebody, like an attractive person or something, and you're going to be like, excuse me, like how dare you. And then like again, you're going to be like looking for an excuse. They are going to be looking for, they're clingy, so they're going to be like looking for a sign. They're going to need constant reassurance. So it's going to kind of be the same way. I think it's going to be the same thing where you're both kind of getting angry here, but I think it's going to be because like you both have your own insecurities or shadow side like pulling at you. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of work. I feel like there's going to be a lot of transformation. There might even be like 3 significant points of this relationship that happen. We already kind of talked about these two, the strengths and the weaknesses. I feel like this person is going to treat you like a queen, and they are going to know your value, and that is the strength. And I feel like you're going to feel really good about yourself, maybe for the first time in a long time. You're going to feel like this person really does value you. But there is going to be a lack of a mental connection here. Your sex life, I'm interested in that. What is the Two of Wands trying to say? The High Priestess with the 10 of Wands. I feel like overall with this Two of Wands, I'm getting a sense of exploring certain things. And I feel like with the High Priestess, I'm almost getting a sense here that you're going to feel the Knight of Cups, I feel like, and the Father of Wands. I feel like this person is going to make you feel very almost safe. Like you're gonna like really know that you can like trust this person in a way that's gonna make you want to like explore things with them and like open up to them. The tiger, I just did a reading where like the tiger animal spirit came through, and it was all about like feminine power and wisdom and things like that. So I feel like you're almost going to be able to like, with the High Priestess, it's almost like put down that protective energy and like allow this person to kind of come in, and I don't know, it's like they have a romantic side, but with this King of Wands energy, it's like they could be very sexually like, oh, now the Knight of Wands, Death, that's like Scorpio energy. I feel like there could be like a really intense like sexual energy here. The Ten of Wands, I feel like there could be a lot of like sexual tension. What was that trying to say? Hold on, let's get one more. For your sex life, I feel like it is going to be very intense in a good way. Yeah, Justice and the Sun. That keeps like wanting to come out. I saw that already before. I feel like this is going to be very I feel like with Justice it's going to be very fair. Again, the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like there could be like an age difference here, and it might almost be like, ooh, hot, like, you know what I mean? I feel like there's going to be a lot of attraction with the Ten of Wands. I feel like it's going to be electric. I feel like this person might not know what they're doing at first, is something that I'm getting, and but eventually I think you'll figure it out. I think you're going to like kind of grow together in that arena. And this was like the emotional connection with the Six of Wands. I feel like your emotions are going to mostly be, I'm not seeing like a lot of like lovey-dovey things. Your person, I am here like in the overall dynamic, like yes, it's coming from a place, but I feel like you're very self-protective. You're very into your independence. This is about your emotional connection. And this person, I feel like, is determined. I'm getting a sense that they're determined to like figure out a way to like break down your walls, is something that I'm getting, and like get in there, and they are not going to stop. The Tower. Like, I feel like, especially if you're somebody, yeah, the Ten of Wands, that like almost is, yeah, like the snake energy. I feel like this is you. You're very protective. That snake looks like that raccoon, kind of, you know what I mean? So I feel like this is you protecting yourself. And it's like this person, even if you lash out on them or like being an asshole to them or like being rude to them, I feel like they're going to like, I feel like they're going to be able to take it. You know what I mean? Like there's somebody that's going to be able to withstand your bark and bite, if that makes sense. So I feel like there is this is like a mixed bag. Like this is going to be a good relationship, but it's also not without its difficulties and its challenges. And I feel like it may or may not work out. Like, what's going to be the resolution of this connection? Should we see? The Eight of Pentacles with the Hanged Man. Should we get one more? Oh, wait, that's like the Hermit, the Three of Cups, and the Six of Cups. What's one more? Ooh, Death. Okay, well, maybe it's saying like it's not really meant to be. I don't know. But regardless, I feel like this is going to be a connection that is going to serve as something that really grows you, really expands you, and things like that. So, oh, that's the book. Let's look at the past, present, future. Not even if you haven't met this person, basically like a beginning, middle, end. So what's the past of this connection? What's going to be like the beginning of this connection? The Queen of Cups. What's going to be the middle? The Eight of Swords and the resolution, the ending. Oh, sorry. Come on. What's going to be the ending, the end result, the resolution of this connection? Spirit. Come on. Okay. Let's, oh. Let me just see. What's going to be the ending, the resolution of this connection? What is going to be, okay, the Fool. With Temperance. Regardless, even if there is an ending, I feel like it's going to be kind of a mixed bag for all of you, but you're going to like leave this connection like happier than when you came in it or something like that. I feel like you're going to work through a lot of your issues regardless. If this is your, I feel like this is prepare for your life partner, but I mean, I guess you just have to kind of like go through the connection and see. Let's see if we can get any like last minute advice. I know that's kind of like a lame way to put it, but the Fool is an energy of like freedom and exploration and things like that. So I feel like that could be you guys like finding a way to like incorporate your person into your quest. We have adjustments are required. So there are going to be, we got that. There were going to be adjustments. The energy is gaining momentum. What else for this connection? Any advice for it? We have nothing will come of this situation. And balance spirituality and practicality, and your romantic cycle begins. I feel like this is like, with this nothing will come of this situation, with the adjustments are required. I feel like it's like your attitude that needs to be adjusted. What do you need to release? I feel like a new start is coming. You can't accept the new start energy. You don't see the point. There's a sense of you being like, this is pointless, blah, blah, blah. So I feel like there needs to be at some point, I feel like what's going to happen is that you're going to try to expand and give this a real try. And that's what I feel like Spirit wants you to do here, honestly. I feel like Spirit wants you to give this a real go. If it works out, it works out. If not, it doesn't. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't protect someone because that Cancer energy from feeling pain and getting their heart broken. Maybe you're the type of person, you've been through that. You don't want to put this person through that unnecessarily. And you feel like, oh, I'm just like, it's going to waste their time because I can't really like settle down with someone. Or maybe you have like a past love that you really had your heart set on and it didn't work out. So you feel like you're not really giving yourself fully, but maybe you're not letting yourself try and you don't know if you can. So, all right, guys, let's leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this reading. I know it was a long one, but I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.